Hello, welcome to another video. Okay, today I'm going to do 3 designs with one base colour of gel polish, and we're going to go from like easy to more difficult. So easy, medium, more difficult, and it's just kind of like I love this colour and I wanted to just play around with it. So this is me playing around. It's not a cohesive set. I do need to do my nails. Look, they are grown out. It's not really a set. It's more like ideas. This is the colour. It's called Teal Deal, but to me it feels sagey. Would you say that? Like sagey? I like it. And I saw it and I was like, I kept coming up with these ideas, but what I didn't do was piece together like a cohesive set. I don't know why. I was just playing and I thought I'm filming it and I'm going to show you guys. So we'll start off with the easiest nail first, which would be to just apply 2 coats of this beautiful colour. Each coat is a 60-second cure. This is part of the new collection from Glam called Harvest Hues, but you can buy these colours individually. So bear that in mind. And then simply go in with their glitter top coat. It's a no wipe top coat. It is completely flat. There's no bits sticking up. It's called Leaf Bliss. This has got tiny little gold mylar, tiny rose gold mylar, and then teeny tiny reflective pieces that look like twinkling stars. Straight away you've got yourself like an accent nail, or if you have it on a whole set, that's party nails. So that's the easiest, and I had to pair the 2 together because I love it. And I'm not normally a glitter top coat lover, I'll be honest, but that one I keep using, I keep reaching for it, so it's doing something for me. We're going in with the same colour again, Teal Deal. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to apply 2 coats and cure each one for 1 minute. Speed this up a little bit for you. And we're going down the sweater nail route. Looking back on this, there's an annoying bit on the nail that I did not see. I couldn't see it with the naked eye, but the camera picked it up as a reflection with the light, but it doesn't show with it. It's really weird. I couldn't see it. Anyway, we're going in with the velvet matte top coat. Here's the trick with this. You want to apply it thin. You do not need a lot of product. Thin and even, not so thin that you've got brush strokes in it. Smooth it out, give it a second. It will kind of level, which is really nice. Stick it in the lamp for 1 minute. It's the most beautiful matte top coat I have ever used, and I tried a bunch. I'm using a 25mm brush here. Look at that matte finish. It's absolutely perfect. I'm really slowly anchoring my pinky onto my other hand and just flat dragging that brush. This is real time, this one. Flat dragging it down the nail really slowly. It doesn't have to be thick, like bulky. And then I'm going to sprinkle over clear acrylic, which is really reflective in the lamp, like under these lights, but it's not once it's all finished. Really gently sprinkle that on, and you'll see the gel almost like dissolve it a little bit, so add a little bit more. Tap tap, stick it in the lamp for a cure, and then when it comes out, give it a brush. And this is where I didn't realise, because I couldn't see it with my eye, but in the little corner there's this bit of acrylic reflecting, and it's there the whole time, and it really annoys me now looking back. Anyway, going to go back over again. This is real time. The trick is to anchor that pinky and lay that brush nice and flat. I'm not perfect, but I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for a nice design. If you look at something long enough, you'll always find flaws. That's what I've learned. So I've learned to be a bit kinder to myself. I think we should all kind of do that. Give yourself a bit of slack. So we're going to repeat the process. Sprinkle the acrylic on it like snow. We had snow. We had snow yesterday and thick ice, but the snow didn't sort of settle. It tried to. There we are. It's settled on the grass, like on the fields, but just not on the roads and stuff. And we're more on the edge of the countryside, so. Sprinkle, sprinkle, nice and even. You're not dumping it, because otherwise it will splurge the gel. Brush it off with Gerald, my unicorn brush. I've still got unicorn brushes that are for sale, and I just don't advertise them. I've got a box of them, all different colours. So if you guys want to see them, I'll show you, and I don't know, I can put them up for sale and do things via PayPal if you want. I've got crystals as well still. I don't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your ideas. I'd be very grateful. Same with this. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's quite a therapeutic thing to do. These nails are not quick when you're doing sweater nails. So these are more like accent nail ideas rather than a whole set. I mean, if you want to spend ages doing a whole set of sweater nails, go for it. Like, it's up to you. Make sure you charge for it if you're doing it on somebody though. Don't let them fob you off. But I would put them as an accent nail. If I was doing them on a client, I'm not going to sit, I'd be crippled. I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to move if I spent that long. Okay, I went a bit wonky on this line, but I don't think it matters really, because it doesn't look too bad. And again, we're aiming for like beautiful, not perfection. And I'm doing a different kind of sweater design. I haven't seen anyone do this design before. Doesn't mean it hasn't been done. But I wanted to opt for something a little bit easier for people, just to kind of, I don't know, give options. I suspect that it has been done by someone, but what I'm saying is I haven't seen it. I'm using a dotting tool, medium dotting tool, and I'm applying almost like little buttons going down the sweater. And I'll do the same, sprinkle, sprinkle. And actually these really do flatten out quite nicely like buttons, and I really like the way they turned out. There we are. Okay, brush that off. And then I'm just going to do a little line in between them, little diagonal line. Almost like part of the knit of the jumper. But again, a simple one. I've seen some beautiful ones that are like look like twisted knit, like cable knit and all these things. By the way, I've learnt to crochet this week. Oh, I'm doing a double knit blanket. If you're American, our stitches are different to yours. But I'm making my mum and dad's little puppy a blanket. But on a different subject, I've tried to keep this more simple, because if you're just getting into sweater nails, you want to keep it nice and quick and easy. Now, you could leave it here and it would look fine. Or you could add a bit more detail to the sides. So I'm going to do some tiny little lines at the sides, quite close together. And believe it or not, I didn't really try to perfectly match them up with the other side. It went all right anyway. But who's examining these things? I'm trying to give you ideas. The Christmas season is busy if you're a nail tech, and if you're doing your own nails, it's faffy, right? Because you've got to do them with your left hand as well. So I'm trying to bring things forward that are a little bit more anyone friendly. Like, you don't need to spend 6 million hours doing a really long acrylic set or hard gel set. Let's get some gel polish. Let's make something pretty. You could even make a set of press-ons. So I'm looking at it, but I'm not really actively trying to map it out. I think if you start in the same place and you're aware of the gap, you just habitually kind of get used to mapping things out a bit. Let me know if you'd like to see more things like this that are different levels and beginner friendly, intermediate friendly, that sort of stuff. Or if you want some big old acrylic sets and hard gel sets that are extreme and kind of more out there, because I'm happy to do anything. But I realised that I'd done a few sets recently and I thought I'm going to do some gel polish. Here you go. So this is where we're at now. I put it to the side and started on my next nail. And then later on I had a bit of an idea, and I'll show you the process. I'm using the long fine liner here. This is a bit more complicated, but when you break it down, it's not. So it looks it, but it's not. But again, accent nail really. I don't think I could be asked to do a full set of this. Start with a little swirl. Do one in this opposite direction. Join them together. Get that one. If you like it and you're happy with it, get it cured, right? So get your acrylic on there. Get it in the lamp. You don't want to do too many parts of a design in case you kind of get 3/4 of the way through and then mess it up and you have to wipe the whole thing off. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan any of this set. I just sat at the table and had a play. So I thought, right, I need another swirl. We'll add that and we'll make it almost like a little leaf, because we're in autumn coming into winter. Another little leaf there. And then another little bit here. And I'm starting to think about, okay, where can I extend this design to? I nearly did some spirals, but I'm really terrible at spirals. I can never get them right. So I opted not to set myself up for failure. Why would you? Again, I liked that. I was happy. So sprinkle, sprinkle, get it in the lamp. And then I decided to just bring that design down a little bit. Let Gerald do his thing quickly. Okay, so we're going to bring the design down the nail and swooping up. As long as your lines are like elegant and swoopy. It looks nice when they're thicker one end and thinner the other. There's a few little things that, simple little, not rules, I hate the word rules, but like tips that we use. A little archy swirly, you know what I mean? Thicker at the top, thinner at the base. I liked that. I was happy with that. Into the acrylic and then into the lamp. You could, of course, do this with an art gel that does not require top coat. And then, so you could have a matte nail with an art gel design on it that doesn't require top coat, that's already shiny, doesn't have a sticky layer. And then you'd have a shiny on a matte. But I kind of wanted icy. I wanted it to look icy and wintry. This is where I decided to change it again. I grabbed the Leaf Bliss top coat and a little brush, and I picked up some of the tiny pieces of reflective and metallic glitters in there, in with the top coat, and started dabbing them on the tips of the leaves. And this was like, because we've had our first really good frost and everything was twinkling. So that's where that inspiration came from. And I feel like it lifts it a little bit more because you have got, you know, the same colour on top of itself, just in a slightly different medium. So it just lifts it and brings it up a little bit. It's not hard to do, but it looks like you've just gone that little bit further. Little extra mile. And that twinkle, as you know, I'm a magpie, so that twinkle like makes my heart happy. Just looking at my houseplants, and I'm pretty sure I'm trying to kill them. I mean, I don't remember when I last watered them. Oh dear, I better do that. Okay, look twinkly, so pretty. So once I'd finished with this one as well, I actually decided to go back to the sweater nail, and I thought, right, I'm going to give it shiny buttons. Why not? Jumpers have shiny buttons, right? So that's what I did. I put literally a dot of the glitter top coat inside the nail. And because it's a glitter top coat, it dries, it's no wipe. Sorry, it cures, not dries. And there's no hard bits sticking out because you're not having to mix a raw glitter with a top coat, which if you don't get the ratio right, it can be lumpy bumpy. Lumpy bumpy. Look at that, sparkling. Oh, it's so sweet. I'll show you the nails individually. I was struggling to get on camera what I could see with my naked eye. So this is the easiest way to show you, except that white bit there in the corner, which is really pissing me off. But look how beautiful that is. It's not too complicated. It's nice and sparkly. And this is more delicate. If you were having an winter wedding, something like this on an accent nail, beautiful, with any colour. I love how they turned out. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know if you like this format or if you prefer a full cohesive set, and what you'd like me to use. Do you want long, short? Do you want extreme? Do you want gel? Do you want acrylic? Let me know what you're drinking. I have biscuit Yorkshire tea. So always let me know what you're drinking. And if it's eggnog, try your best to write a clear sentence, please. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.